Meanwhile, in Tupac news,
The shooting of Tupac Shakur once again underscores the violence that has surrounded this man since he shot the superstar.
Four people pulled up, opened fire. Shakur and Knight.
Tupac Shakur was shot several times in the chest. Shakur was pronounced dead.
MAKAVELI in this Illuminati, all through your body. The blows like a 12-gauge shot. Feel me? Promise to pay back to me, Henchman, in due time.
How did you feel when Tupac mentioned you in his last album?
I felt hurt.
I know you bitch niggas is listening. The world is mine.
Dexter probably was the guy or one of the assailants on Tupac.
Set me up, wet me up, niggas stuck me up. Heard the guns bust, but you tricks never shut me up.
Total nonsense, man. Total nonsense.
Play the game, nigga. All out warfare. Eye for eye. Last words to a bitch, nigga. Why you lie?
Let me say, me and Tupac were friends.
You said don't go to war unless I got my money right. Got my money right. Got one war. Only Gab can do it like this.
Jimmy Henchman admits involvement in Tupac shooting. Jimmy, Henchman, Rosemond has long been mixed up with all kinds of legal drama. From running drug rings to ordering hits, he's been at the center of a lot of controversy, but nothing with as much public interest as the accusations that he was involved in the 1994 Quad Studios robbery and shooting of Tupac Shakur. After the incident, which left the rapper with 5 bullet holes, Tupac himself called out Rosemond for setting him up. For years, Rosemond has denied involvement, but according to the Village Voice, he admitted to playing a role during a court hearing called a proffer session. The proffer session was an informal meeting with prosecutors, and Henchman reportedly believed that nothing he said during this meeting could be used to prosecute him. In exchange for divulging information about older crimes, Henchman may have hoped for a less severe punishment on other charges. During his latest trial, Rosemond's lawyer claimed that he had nothing to do with the Tupac shooting. Prosecutors were quick to bring up the confession, saying, if Rosemond's attorney is going to argue that this was a fabricated article, it's the government's position that we can put in the defendant's own admission about that particular shooting. In saying it is not true, when in fact it is true, the government should be able to rebut that argument that he's making, and introduce that the defendant actually admitted to this 1994 shooting. This apparent confession only confirms what many had already suspected, and it's unlikely to lead to any new arrests or charges in the Quad Studio shooting. But for what it's worth, it's finally on record that Jimmy Henchman confessed to setting up Pac.
Yo, YouTube, what up? This your homie Gab, I'm in the building. And this is MAKAVELI Media, Against All Odds, Part 6. I got my money right. Got one war. Now, where were we? The last video, I was trying to break down the dynamics between the streets and entertainment. Being that I spent some time in both. This is the best way I can put it to you guys. In the streets, all the nice guys want to be tough guys. All the nice guys want to be bad guys, should I say. I wish somebody would disrespect me. I would have went there. I would have did this. I would have did that. Bang, bang, bang. Maka, maka, maka. Right? That's what they say. In the entertainment world, it's the total opposite. All the bad guys want you to think they nice guys. You can trust me, they say. I got your back. Wow, I love you. The whole time. Straight up, unadulterated monsters. Will never want you to know that about themselves. Jimmy Henchman rub elbows with some of the highest, most successful people in the entertainment people. entertainment business, should I say. He carved himself out a great niche for Cesar Entertainment. Behind the scenes, involved in rubbing elbows, like I said, with Tom Hanks, Derek Jeter. He was managing big groups. Wyclef, The Game. You know, he was doing his thing, rubbing elbows with Leonardo DiCaprio, Mike Tyson. This guy became a very formidable and prominent businessman. And I guarantee you, most of those people never knew about how muddy and bloody his past was. And you just never know how these successful businessmen obtain their money or their success, because they won't tell you. You don't know how many people they had to step on and crush, or how many people disappeared, or how many people went under so they could rise to the top. All you see is the finished product, and all you have is that word. You know what I mean? So let's take it back to what we know, because these are all Tupac's claims. Let's take it back to what we know from the Against All Odds track that was based off the events at Quad Studio. All we know is that Tupac went to record in 1994 at Quad Studios. He was supposed to do a song with a rapper named Little Sean. Little Sean was either managed by Jimmy Henchman, or he had some ties to Haitian Jack, and I think he was signed to Uptown with Andre Harrell. Andre Harrell was the guy who gave Puff Daddy his start in the music industry. So everything is full circle. All these guys in the same little circle, right? So Tupac gets there. Jimmy Henchman is calling his phone back and forth. Where are you? Where are you? Tupac said that Jimmy Henchman was going to pay him $7,000 to do this song with Little Sean. Little Sean said he didn't know Tupac at all. Pac would later say he ain't rock with Little Sean. It was just all about the money. Now, Little Sean had the song Hickeys on Your Chest, and I Made Love, and I like Lil Sean's music. He also had a quick stint at Bad Boy, or he did some production work with Puffy, right? Puffy produced some songs for him. So anyway, they never got to record the song because in the lobby, Tupac was attacked and shot 5 times. He survived the attack, made it onto the elevator. Upstairs, he saw Puffy, he saw Andre Harrell, and all of the people that he would later on blame for being part of his ambush, right? This is what we know. Pac went to the hospital. He still felt uncomfortable about what happened. He removed himself from the hospital, secretly went to an actress house, Jasmine guy, and got himself together. Straight from there, he went to court and was found guilty. But the whole time, Tupac would insinuate that a group of individuals was to blame for what happened to him. Everybody denied the accusations, from Bad Boy to Andre Harrell to yes, even Jimmy Henchman. Everybody denied it. Tupac was crazy. He didn't know what he was talking about. You know, he was just looking for attention. He didn't even get shot 5 times, they said. He shot himself once. So, you know, they were painting a picture of Tupac of being somebody that was very unstable and also somebody that was very unhonest. Now, I will say this. When everybody found out who Pac had beef with, his partners disappeared on him. And they wasn't scared of Biggie. They wasn't scared of Puffy. None of them cats. It was the new problem Tupac had that people ain't want no part of. And when he was sitting over there in that cell, people were scared to stand next to him. They didn't even want to come see him. I will give Suge this much credit. Suge kicked the doors in. Like he said, he put the death row bulletproof on him and say, "Shorty, ride with me." Facts. Yeah, Suge inherited all of that when he got Pac. And he was like, and what? That's big boy. Fast forward. Out of nowhere, here comes a guy in prison named Dexter Isaac. Dexter Isaac was already doing some time, was trying to get his numbers lowered, went to the prosecutors and said, look, I can tell you what happened to Tupac in 94. Since he didn't die, and there's no statute of limitation on murders, but on robberies and, and assaults, there is. So, it was over 7 years. He was ready to tell them any and everything they wanted to know. And he did. Oh, yeah, he told who paid him, how much they paid him, why Tupac was shot, who wanted him to be disciplined, and subsequently, what happened after it happened. And he pointed with both hands at Jimmy Henchman. This is Dexter Isaac's words. This is no secret. This is nothing new. This was a big deal when this came out. I remember when I first heard about this. This was on allhiphop.com. I was like, wow, somebody actually came and admitted what happened. This is crazy. So Jimmy Henchman also denied that. Dexter Isaac was just looking for attention. He most certainly had nothing to do with this thing, and Dexter Isaac was just painting a fairy tale picture of what really happened to Tupac. Some people said Dexter Isaac wasn't even there. This guy was just totally uncredible. He wasn't there. But out of Jimmy Henchman's own words with Vlad,
that Dexter probably was the guy or one of the assailants on Tupac.
He said yes. Dexter Isaac was probably there. He was there. But once again, saying he had nothing to do with it. It was also a rumor that Jimmy Henchman behind the scene sent the message to Tupac through one of his homeboys while Pac was laid up hurt, that don't bring a war until you got your money right. And you hear on the end, the very last track of MAKAVELI, Against All Odds, Tupac say, the final thing on this album, I got my money right, now I want war. That's what he said. And he was talking to Jimmy Henchman. So back to Dexter Isaac. His claims were that he got $2,500 to perform the hit on Tupac, and that they wanted the jewelry back, and particularly a ring that Jimmy Henchman allegedly wanted to give to his fiance. Now, he also said that the girl that Haitian Jack introduced Tupac to, that cried wolf, said that this girl was the object of Jimmy Henchman's affection. She was the apple of his eye. And he told Tupac that this girl was off limits. This is Dexter Isaac's words. If you don't believe me, go back and find the old articles. And not only did Tupac still get romantically involved with this young lady, but he did it in a public manner, probably adding more fuel to the fire between a hostile situation between him and Jimmy Henchman. Yeah. What also came out in the wash is that Jimmy Henchman wanted to manage Tupac. See, Tupac thought the Haitian Jack was his friend. And the whole time they were courting Tupac, trying to persuade Tupac, they're coming over to not only to Bad Boy Records, but to also be managed by Cesar Entertainment / Jimmy Henchman. And They took Tupac out. They whined and dined him. You heard Haitian Jack say he bought Tupac his first Rolex. It's also rumored that they introduced Tupac to Versace because they said Tupac was wearing jeans all the time and sweatshirts and baseball hats. And they say, Pac, you need to be in dress clothes. So, Haitian Jack supposedly put Pac down with, up on the newest fashion. And they just pampered Tupac the whole time he was in New York. And at the end of it, they was waiting for Pac to make his decision. And they said Tupac looked Haitian Jack in the eye and Jimmy Henchman and told him no. At a time where nobody told Jimmy Henchman no. And, allegedly, this is what caused what happened at Quad to take place. That they was counting on getting Tupac and they struck out, and this was a disciplinary action. And it's just a strange situation because, like I said, it was denied to the end. Pac didn't know what he was talking about. People were saying, he had finally lost his mind. Just made very light of the situation. He was bothering Biggie for no reason. He was attacking Puffy for no reason. And Pac kept saying, oh, I know. It's things I know that I won't talk about, but they know what's up. Well, here you have it right here. It's, like I say, well documented. I got the article from complex.com. It's all over BET. You can look it up. Jimmy Henchman admitted that, yes, he was involved in the Tupac Quad shooting. He was trying to do the same thing Dexter Isaac did, get a lesser, get some tolerancy from a judge. So he admitted to, I guess, some police officers or a prosecutor that, yes, he was involved in the Tupac shooting. And, he wanted some leniency towards what was going on in another case. He would later deny it, but in court, they brought up the fact they do have the recordings, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, all it goes to show is that, yes, Tupac was right. He knew who did what to him and why they did it. Say no more. Case closed. Against All Odds is a phenomenal recording. And yes, indeed, it was the truest thing that Tupac had ever wrote. I need you guys to share and like this video. I'm your homie Gab. It's been a pleasure as always, y'all. I'm signing off. I'm about to hit y'all with the peace.
Gunshots to duck, now you stuck. Fuck the rap game, nigga, this MOB. So believe me.